Hello guys, welcome to Slim World Services. I remain Mr. Slim. This is 08 Tools Part 7 video. We shall continue from where we stopped in our previous lesson. Previously we stopped at insulating our pipe. Now we're going to talk about gauge. Talking about pressure gauge, thermometer. Let me leave this one. Valving. Now, for example, think I make my former previous video. I did a presentation on how you can use your valve, different valve, from flange valve, three-way valve, pressure valve, or any kind of valve you want to use. It's a video. I did a tutorial on how you can input those devices. Now, for this one on the screen, let me bring in my pipe, PVC pressure pipe. Let me draw a pipe here. Now I have my pipe, and definitely I'll need a pressure gauge. I'll go here, click on it. Now I'll go to my pipe. If I want the pressure gauge to stand up here, I'll click at the top. Depending on where I want, depending on how the drawing is, or depending on how the installation is on site. Click here, then it will come out with a line. Take my cursor up and click anywhere at all. As far as I've gone up, click anywhere at all. Automatically I'll have a sign showing that there is a pressure gauge here. And remember, when doing your MEP design, there's also a way. When you bring in your pressure gauge, it might not look like this, it might be different, it might be a block, whatever you think it is. Don't forget to tag it. Tagging will make the client or the installer know that, okay, this is a pressure gauge. I can decide to bring any block here and decide to put my tagging pressure gauge. Then when I put my tagging and my arrow pressure gauge, you will now know, oh, okay, this is a pressure gauge. Like for example, I have this thing here. I can just do, okay, let me bring out my arrow like this. I have like one head. Okay, let me. Yep, I have my arrow here, and like I said, if I do some things here and you still don't understand, just drop a comment or a chat at my handles being displayed on the screen. Where I have various handles, drop a comment, drop a reaction, drop a chat, drop an advice, drop a question, and I will answer you. I will answer you as quick as possible. Now I have my arrow here, or if I want to make it, or I can decide to go like this. Now why the arrowhead is not appearing is because of I didn't set my. I think as I was setting my workspace, I didn't set the arrowhead, and that's why after bringing the arrow, there is no arrowhead. But there's another way of setting arrowhead, which is you right click, go to properties, and look for your arrowhead. and increase the size to different size you want. Now remember, my workspace size, it's on millimeter. Any number I typed, anything I type, if it's 150, 200, it's going to be on millimeter scale. So not if your screen, your workspace is on is set in inches or in meters and you type 150, what you're going to get is not going to get this kind of small arrowhead. It's going to be big arrowhead. Since my own is in millimeters, that's why I know it's a millimeter and I know the size I'm looking for. That is what I type, and I have arrowhead like this. It might be smaller or it might be bigger. Now this arrowhead, if I want to reduce it, still the same thing. I'll go to where I have my arrowhead, make it 100. Okay, reduce. Okay, so that is that. Now we have an arrow pointing at my gauge. What I'll do, I'll come here and type pressure gauge to indicate that this is a pressure gauge. To do that, I'll need to go to my text here. Now this is not in AutoFluid, this is in AutoCAD. Text is in AutoCAD. All this AutoCAD palette here, I'll go and pick text and drop it. Now, why I have this long distance that my this is not yet set. I didn't set the scale of my text. I can do that let me see. Now I have to deviate a little bit from what I was trying to explain, but hey, let's just keep going. Now you can see what I did here is, let me go back to what I did. Now the other time we have a very little, a long, that time my scale was on 0. Let me see if I can undo and explain how it's been done. Okay, first of all, I reduced my arrowhead. I right click on the arrow. I click on the arrow, then right click on it, go to properties, scroll down, look for where you have this. A lot of things you can change from this arrow. Change the layer, change the, anyway, that's a talk for another day. Then I go to the arrowhead, click on arrowhead. If you see 150 because my settings on millimeter, I click on 100, then enter, then my arrows have changed, then I close my Dropbox. Then I want to input electric. I go to text, click on it, you click and drag down to have a text box like this. Click and drag down. It's a very long, yes, I can type on it, I can still type on it, it will still work like this. But if I click outside, I might not see it, because if you watch, there's a text here. Look at, there's a text here. Look at, there's a text, because my setting of text, I've not set the text. So I'll just delete. And to set this text to come out anymore, it depends on your client. Some people prefer text of 150, 200 to 5300, depending on what you are doing. So I'll go to this arrow here. This is where I test. But to increase the text height, I'll go to annotation here on my AutoCAD annotation. Click drop down. You see standard. This is standard text is A here. This is standard this dimension, but this talks of another day. So I'll go to standard here. click on it. It will open of different styles I want, different like you have in your Microsoft Word. If it's Roman, you want Arial. So already I just want to increase the height. Alright, and I'll just go to text manager, text style. Click on it. Dialog box are open. Now my workspace is on what standard on area. I can change it here, pick whatever I want, just like you have in your other drop down text box. Then regular style you can set depending on what you want. This is my text size on 0. That is why I can be able to view my text. All I need to do is increase it to probably depending on what I want. Let me do 150. Then you click apply and you close as well. Now click on the text. You have the text. Now my ABC now is not showing. You just click drag. Okay, now my box is big. Now then I'll type my pressure okay, get the spelling of coming. Okay, now click on it again to input my gauge, which is pressure gauge, and click outside. Now to align it well, to make it look perfect or in a straight line, if you want them to be in a straight line, since yes, this thing stopped here, as I had to go down. But to make the pressure and the gauge be in a straight line, what you need to do, you hold when you come to this place, you hold and you drag to extend your width of your text. Then you see it has come in a straight line. Then you click on it, you position it well. As this thing will come in a subsequent lesson, how to put in your text and do whatever you want. So it's basically how to name your pressure gauge. It can be any block, it might not be this. You just come and you drop. Then if you find this thing is 150 is big, for me it's probably okay. You can still reduce the size. Different way of reduce either by using the scale or go to this thing to reduce the size. But that's will come up in subsequent lesson. So this might I'd rather use this arrow. Let me take out this one, delete this one. Yes, you can have your arrow like this, a pressure gauge, or you can have your arrow like this. Take out this one, pressure gauge, depending on what style you want to do, what suits you and all that. So this is how to name your pressure gauge. Then we'll move ahead to the next one, which is still same okay, thermometer. Now you want to put thermometer on your pipe. You click the top, just take it up anyhow, any distance, anywhere you click, your thermometer will pop out. The same thing goes to valving. Let me leave this one. This one is air vent. Valving, click on it, click at the top. Excuse me, there's something there. Okay, this one is a little bit different. Yeah, this is where the valve, any valve you pick what valve, but I doubt. Yeah, it will not come out because I'm on my preferred template. It will not come out. But if I want to change to the original autoflow template, it will appear. I've done that in my previous video. Now this is where you install. Then if you want it facing down, when you click on it, thermometer, now you don't need to click here, you click and down to show it to go down. because if you click at, let's try it again, if you click, you want to face it down, you click up, you won't get it at the middle. You look at where your look at, it's different from this one. Or you click at the middle and take it down, you still get a wrong location where you want, or the normal way you want this thing to be at the middle. But all things being equal, it doesn't matter. You can still highlight it, then right click, move it, pick your center, pick any point, move it to any point you want, right where you have the middle of it, and drop it there. Then you still have it at the middle, whichever one you want, whichever work for you. So guys, then don't forget, after this you need to tag it. You need to tag to know this is a thermometer. Either you say, okay, fine, I want to tag this. All you need to do, if you want to tag thermometer in your thing, just have to copy the previous one you have, copy it, then come to wherever you want to tag, make as a thermometer, here, then you can also drop it here. If you don't want the upside clumsy, then take your arrow key, strike it back to where you have your thermometer. Then now you need to arrange, because you cannot just leave it like this. You have to arrange your joints, arrange your lines, make it as beautiful as you want. Because the good things about MAP drawings, you have a beautiful drawings, so that it will be better for presentations and for your clients. Then you have like this pressure gauge. Thermometer, you need to change it with lettering, highlight it, then type in your thermometer. So this is this. You have the thermometer here, whichever one you want. So we have it like this. So remember to, it might not be this, it might be your own block, but just know that you know how to tag it. Once you tag, everybody will know that your block here is thermometer. Now I can definitely, thermometer will have something like this. Of course, all thermometers have this, but some may not have this. I can delete this and just only have only this, and I can just make sure it is attached to your drawing, either inside or whatever you want. Then you know that, okay, fine, this is thermometer. So guys, this is where I will stop. I guess in our piping we've done basically we've treated all the piping lines here. From, like, this is a PVC pipe line. This pipe is normal pipe. We have steel pipe. They are two different in terms of drawing, two different of pipes. Then here where you have our drain pipe, drain sanitary pipe. Now if you take a look, you don't have, there's a pressure gauge here, there's a thermometer here, probably air vents and valve. Now if you watch this line of a drain, there's nothing like that, but you have every other thing here. It's here. The reason is that drain pipes doesn't come with thermometer or pressure gauge. That's why you don't have them here. I've not seen, if when you install waste pipe, you do not put gauge in the ground of the waste pipe or thermometer. That is why you don't have them here. But definitely the rest icon here is the same thing here. All application we've done here is the same thing we will carry out here. As we go on in doing the normal proper design or MAP design, you get to see how all of these tools we can use them. And for now, I'll stop here for you to practice more. on what we've learned so far. Like I said, action or reaction, views or review. Don't be well to drop a comment for me, drop a message for me. My social handle is being displayed on the screen. Drop a comment and I will reply to you. I'll get back to you as quick as soon as possible. Guys, this is where I'll stop. Thank you. See you again next time. God bless.